David Helgason. I'm one of the founders of Unity Technologies, and I'm originally from Iceland, but I lived in Denmark for a long time, 20 years, and now I live in San Francisco. What is Unity? You can slice that in different ways. The simplest answer is that Unity is a game engine and a production tool for creating games for many platforms. I tend to think more of Unity as a social movement or something, where we kind of participate with this revolution we're in the middle of. No matter whether you're one of the very biggest companies in the world that also use Unity or the littlest team in the littlest basement, you basically have the same stuff and you can move very fast. I think we can claim that we've definitely helped the revolution a bit. And there's definitely many of our customers and users who are very, very happy. They tell us that they couldn't have done it without Unity. The App Store opened up in the summer of 2008. Suddenly, big teams were not only where it was at. Suddenly there was a place where small teams could really go in and make a difference, and we just had an intuition that this might be really interesting for us. So we moved there very quickly, by far the first engine to support the iPhone. It was like a landslide. We launched it a few months after the opening of the App Store. The day after, our revenue, which was very humble at the time, doubled. What I'm really proud of is that our tools are used by so incredibly many people now. 1.7 million developers that have used Unity over the last few years, and around 400,000 that use it on a monthly basis to create stuff. A bit over 10 years ago, my two co-founders were trying to build games. Back then, there was no readily available engine that you could just kind of download and use. So what they both did was to build their own engine technology stack. They met online and they started collaborating, and they invited me to be the third guy in that project. And we realized that although we had a big passion for games and initially actually wanted to change the world through games, we were really much better at building technology, and technology was kind of what we were really passionate about. So we kind of decided that we would not be a game company but an engine company. So we started writing on the wall, like, we want to democratize game development, all of it, end to end, like up and down, back and forth, which is a really bold statement, but also actually is even broader than just democratizing game technology, which is frankly what we started with and have done most work in. If we want to democratize game development, you really have to address almost all the steps, the access to technology and the simplicity and the business model that allows developers to buy into the technology and use it without too many constraints. But there are other problems like community, like finding each other, like finding these special effects and props and backgrounds and textures for which we created the marketplace. Getting your game to the right platform is a problem, so we created a small unit that helps with that. It's still finding its way, but we've actually helped a lot of small developers take their games to new platforms like smart TVs and set-top boxes and things like that. And we really want to continue being that company that kind of keeps asking, every day, what else can we do for these guys to kind of make them more successful and happy and all these things.
I feel the indie scene is where creators can actually really create.